The Cat in the Hat Comes Back by Dr. Seuss. This was no time for play. This was no time for fun. This was no time for games. There was work to be done. All that deep, deep, deep snow, all that snow had to go. When her mother went down to the town for the day, she said, "Somebody has to clean all this away." Somebody has to, you see. Then she picked out two somebodies, Sally and me. Well, there we were. We were working like that, and then who should come up but the Cat in the Hat? Oh, Sally said. Don't you talk to that cat. The cat is a bad one, the Cat in the Hat. He plays lots of bad tricks. Don't you let him come near. You know what he did the last time he was here? Play tricks, laughed the cat. Oh my, no. I just want to go in, get out of the snow. Keep your mind on your work. You just stay there, you two. I will go in the house and find something to do. Then the cat went right in. He was up to no good, so I ran after as fast as I could. Do you know where I found him? You know where he was? He was eating cake in the tub. Yes, he was. The hot water was on and the cold water too. And I said to the cat, what a bad thing to do. But I like to eat cake in the tub, laughed the cat. You should try it sometime, laughed the cat as he sat. And then I got mad. This was no time for fun. I said, Cat, you get out. There is work to be done. I have no time for tricks. I must go back and dig. I can't have you in here eating cake like a pig. You get out of this house. We don't want you about. Then I shut off the water and let it run out. The water ran out and then I saw the ring. A ring in the tub, and oh boy, what a thing! A big long pink cat ring. It looked like pink ink and I said, will this ever come off? I don't think. Have no fear of that ring, laughed the cat in the hat. Why, I can take cat rings off the tub just like that. Do you know how he did it? With Mother's white dress. Now the tub was all clean, but her dress was a mess. Then Sally looked in. Sally saw the dress too, and Sally and I did not know what to do. We should work in the snow, but that dress, what a spot! It may never come off, Sally said. It may not. But the cat laughed. I can make the spot go. The way I take spots off a dress is just so. See here, laughed the cat. It is not hard at all. The thing takes spots off the dress is a wall. And we saw the cat wipe the spot off the dress. Now the dress was all clean, but the wall was a mess. Oh, wall spots, he laughed. Let me tell you some news. To take spots off a wall, all I need is 2 shoes. Whose shoes did he use? I looked and I saw whose, and I said to the cat, this is very bad news. Now the spot is all over Dad's $10 shoes. But your dad will not know about that, said the cat. We'll never find out, laughed the cat in the hat. His $10 shoes will have no spots at all. I will rub them right off on this rug in the hall. But now we have rug spots, I yelled. What a day. Rug spots, what's next? Can you take them away? Don't ask me, he laughed. Why, you know I can. Then he picked up the rug and away the cat ran. I can clean up these rug spots before you count 3. No spots are too hard for a cat like me. He ran into Dad's bedroom and then the cat said, it is good that your dad has the right kind of bed. Then he shook the rug. Crack! Now the bed had the spot. And now I could say was, now what, cats? Now what? But the cat stood still. He looked right at the bed. This is not the right kind of bed, the cat said. To take spots off this bed will be hard, said the cat. I can't do it alone, said the cat in the hat. It's good I have someone to help me, he said, right here in my hat on the top of my head. It is good that I have him here with me today. He helps me a lot. This is little Cat A. And then little Cat A took his hat off his head. It is good I have someone to help me, he said. This is little Cat B. I keep him about, and when I need him, I let him come out. And then B said, I think we need a little Cat C. The spot is too much for a cat and me. But now I have no fear. We will clean it away, the 3 of us, little Cat B, C, and A. Come on, take it away, yelled little Cat A. I will hit that old spot with this broom, do you see? It comes off the old bed. It goes on the TV. And then little Cat B cleaned up the TV. He cleaned it with milk, put the spot in a pan, and then C blew it out of the house with a fan. But look where it went, I said. Look where it blew. You blew all the mist out of the house, that is true. But now you made the snow spots. You can't let them stay. Let us think about that now, said C, B, and A. With some little help we can do it, said Cat C. Then pop on his head we saw little Cat D. Then pop, 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 little Cats E, F, and G. We will clean up that snow if it takes us all day. If it takes us all night, we will clean it away, said little Cats G, F, E, D, C, B, A. They ran out of the house, then we ran out too. Then Big Cat laughed. Now you see something new. My cats are all clever. My cats are good shots. My cats have good guns. They will kill all those spots. But this does not look very clever to me. Kill snow spots with pop guns, that is just could not be. All this does make more spots, we yelled at the cat. Your cats are no good. Put them back in your hats. Take your little cats, GFEDCBA. Put them back in your hat and you take them away. Oh no, said the cat. All they need is more help. Help is all that they need, so keep still and don't yelp. Then little cat G took his hat off his head. I have little cat H here to help us, he said. Little cats HIGKLM, but our work is too hard, we must have more of them. We need little cat N, we need O, we need P, we need little cats Q, R, S, T, U, and V. Come on, kill those spots, kill the mess, yelled the cat. And they jumped out in the snow, long rakes and red bats. They put in pails and they made high pink hills, pink snowmen, pink snowballs, and little pink pills. Oh, the things that they did, and they did them so hard. It was all one big spot now, all over the yard. The big cat stood there and he said, "This is good. This is what they should do, and I knew they would. With a little more help, all the work will be done. They need just one more cat, and I know just the one. Look close in my hand. I have little cat V on his head, or cats W, X, Y, and Z. Z is too small to see, so don't try. You cannot. But Z is the cat who will clean up that spot. Now here is Z. You can't see, said the cat. I bet you can't guess what he has in his hat. He has something called room. Room is so hard to get. You never saw anything like it, I bet. My room cleans up anything, clean as can be. Then he yelled, take off your hats now, little cat Z. Take the broom off your head. Make it clean up the snow. Hurry, you little cat. 1, 2, 3, go! And boom, it went boom. And oh boy, what a boom! Now don't ask me what boom is, I will never know. But boy, let me tell you, it does clean up snow. So you see, laughed the cat, now your snow is all white. Now your work is all done. Now your house is all right. And you know where my little cats are, said the cat. That boom blew my cats back in my hat. And so, if you ever have spots now and then, I will be very happy to come here again. With little cats A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, and O, P, and Q, R, S, T, and cat U, and cat V, and little cats W, X, Y, and Z. Big A, little a. What begins with A? Aunt Allie's alligator. A. Big B, little bee. What begins with B? Baba, Babby, Bubbles, and a bumblebee. Big C, little c. What begins with C? Camel on the ceiling. C, C, C. Big D, little d. David Donald Do dreamed of dozen donuts and the duck dog too. A, B, C, D, E, E, E. Ear, egg, elephant. E, E, E. Big F, little f. F, F, F. 4 fluffy feathers on a feff. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Goats, girl, goo goo goggles. G, G, G. Big H, little H. Hungry horse, hay. Hen in a hat. Hooray, hooray! Big I, little I. Ichabod is itchy, so am I. Big J, little j. What begins with J? Jerry, Jordan's jelly jar and jam begin that way. Big K, little k. Kitten, kangaroo. Kick a kettle, kite, and a king's kerchoo. Big L, little L. Little Lola lop, left leg. Lazy lion licks a lollipop. Big M, little m. Many mumbling mice are making midnight music in the moonlight, mighty nice. Big N, little n. What begins with those? 9 new neckties and a nightshirt and a nose. O is very useful. You use it when you say, Oscar only ostrich oiled an orange owl today. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Painting pink pajamas, policeman in a pail. Peter, Pepper, puppy, and now Papa's in a pail. Big Q, little q. What begins with Q? The quick queen of a Quincy and her quacking quackaroo. Big R, little r. Rosie, Robin, Ross. Rosie's going riding on a red rhinoceros. Big S, little s. Silly Sammy Slick sipped 6 sodas and got sick. T, what begins with T? 10 tired turtles on a tootle tree. Big U, little u. What begins with U? Uncle Ub's umbrella and his underwear too. Big V, little v. Vera Violet Vin is very awful on a violin. www. Willie Waterloo washes Warren Wiggins, who is washing Waldo Woo. X is very useful if your name is Nixie Knox. It also comes in handy spelling axe and extra fox. Big Y, little y. A yawning yellow yak, young Yolanda Yorkson, is yelling on his back. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Big Z, little z. What begins with Z? I do. I'm a zizz-zazz-zuzz, as you can plainly see. Oh, say, can you say? By Dr. Seuss. Said a book-reading parrot named Hooey. The words in this book's are phooey. When you say them, your lips will make slips and backflips. Your tongue may end up in St. Louis. Fresh, fresher, freshest. Do you like fresh fish? It's just fine at Finny's Diner. Finny also has some fresher fish that's fresher and much finer. But his best fish is the freshest fish, and Finny says with pride, finest fish at Finny's is my freshest fish French fried. So, don't order the fresh or fresher fish at Finny's if you're wise. You'll say, fetch me the finest French fried freshest fish that Finny fries. Din's shin. We have a dinosaur named Din. Din's thin. Din doesn't have much skin. All the bones fall out of his left front shin. Then we have to call in Pinner Blin, who comes out with his handy shin pin bin. And with a thin Blin shin bone pin, Blin's pins Din's shin bones right back in. Bed spreader, bread spreader. Bed spreader spreads on bed. Bread spreader spread butters on breads. And that bed spreader better watch out what he's spreading. Or that bread spreader's sure going to butter his bedding. Ape cakes, grape cakes. As he gobbled up the cake on his plate, the greedy ape said as he ate, the greener green grapes are, the keener keen apes are, to gobble green grape cakes. They're great. Are you having trouble saying this stuff? It's really quite easy for me. I just look in the mirror and see what I say, and then I just say what I see. Now, let's talk about money. You should leave your grocs home when you travel by air. If you take him along, they charge you double the fare. And your grocs must be packed and locked up in a grocs box, which costs much, much more than a little old fox box. So it's heaps a lot cheaper to fly with your foxes and waste all that money on boxes for groxes. And what do you think costs more? A simple thimple or a single shingle? A simple thimple could cost less than a single shingle would, I guess. So I think that single shingle should cost more than a simple thimple would. Eat at Skipper Zips. If you like to eat potato chips and chew pork chops on clipper ships, I suggest that you chew a few chips and a chop at Skipper's Zips Clipper Ship Chip Chop Shop. And if your tongue is getting queasy, don't give up. The next one's easy. The Fudnuddlers. There are so many things that you should really know, and that's why I'm bothering to tell you so. You should know the first names of the Fudnuddle brothers, who like to pile each on the heads of the others. If you start at the top, there are Bipper and Bud, and Skipper and Jipper, and Jeffrey and Judd. Horatio, Horace, and Hendrix and Hud, and then come Dinwoody and Dinty and Dud, and also Fitzsimpson and Frederick and Fudd, and Slinky and Stinky and Stewart and Stud. And down at the bottom is poor little Lud, but if Lud ever sneezes, his name will be Mud. Quack, quack! We have 2 ducks, one blue, one black. And when a blue duck goes quack, quack, a black duck quickly quacks back. The quack's blue quacks make it quite a quacker, but the black is a quicker quacker backer. And speaking of quacks, reminds me of cracks, and stacks and sacks, and shacks and snacks. So, oh say can you say, I have cracks in my shack, I have smoke in my stack. And I think there's a schnack in the sack of my back. West beast, east beast. Upon an island hard to reach, the east beast sits upon his beach. Upon the west beach sits the west beast. Each beach beast thinks he's the best beast. Which beast is best? Well, I thought at first the east beast was best and the west was worst. Then I looked again from the west to the east and I liked the beast on the east beach least. Pete pats pigs. Pete Briggs pats pigs. Briggs pats pink pigs. Briggs pats big pigs. Don't ask me why, it doesn't matter. Pete Briggs is a pink pig, big pig patter. Pete Briggs pats his pink pigs all day. Don't ask me why, I cannot say. Then Pete put his patted pigs away in his Pete Briggs pink pigs, big pigs pig pen. Fritz food, Fred food. Fritz needs Fred and needs Fritz. Fritz feeds Fred and Fred feeds Fritz. Fred feeds Fritz with Fritzy Fred food. Fritz feeds Fred with Fritzy Fitz food. And Fritz when fed has often said, I'm a Fred fed Fritz. Fred is a Fritz Fred Fred. How to tell a klotz from a glotz? Well, the glotz, you will notice, has lots of black spots. The klotz is quite different with lots of black dots. But the big problem is that the spots on the glocks are about the same size as the dots on the clocks. So you first have to spot who the one with the dots is. Then it's easy to tell who the klotz with the glocks is. What would you rather be when you grow up? A cop in a cop's cap? Or a cupcake cook in a cupcake cook's cap? Or a fat flapjack a flapper in a flat flapjack cap? Or, if you think you don't like cops' caps, flapjack flappers or cupcake cook caps. Maybe you're the one of those choosy chaps who likes kooky captain's cap, perhaps. More about Blin. Well, when Blin comes home tired from his work pinning shins, the happiest hour of old Blin's day begins. Mr. Blin is the father of musical twins, who tucking twin instruments under twin chins, lull their daddy to sleep with twin Blin violins. And, oh say can you say, far away in Berlin, a musical urchin named Gretchen von Schwinn has a blue-footed, true-footed, trick-fingered, slick-fingered, six-fingered, six-stringed tin Schwinn mandolin. Rope soap, hoop soap. If you hope to wash a soap off a rope, simply scrub it with scrope. Scrope is so strong that no rope is too long. But if you should wish to wash soup off a hoop, I suggest that it's best to let your whole silly souped up hoop soak in soapy Cooper's super soup off hoops soak suds. Merry Christmas mush. One year we had Christmas brunch with Merry Christmas mush to munch, but I don't think you'd care for such. We didn't like to munch mush much. And speaking of Christmas, here are some great gifts to give to your daddy. If your daddy is named Jim, and if Jim swims and Jim's slim, the perfect Christmas gift for him is a set of Slim Jim swim fins. But if your daddy's name is Dwight, and he likes to look at the birds at night, the gift for Dwight that might be right is a bright Dwight bird flight night sight light. But never give your daddy a walrus. A walrus with whiskers is not a good pet, and a walrus which whispers is even worse yet. When a walrus lisps whispers through tough, rough, wet whiskers, your poor daddy's ear will get blispers and bliskers. And that's almost enough of such stuff for one day. One more and you're finished. Oh, say, can you say? The storm starts when the drops start dropping. When the drops stop dropping, then the storm starts stopping. Oh, the Things You Can Think by Dr. Seuss. If you want to buy the book, check in the link description down below. You can think up some birds, that's what you can do. You can think about yellow or think about blue. You can think about red. You can think about pink. You can think about a horse. Oh, the things you can think. Oh, the things you can think up if you only try. If you try, you can think up a guff going by. And you don't have to stop. You can think about slop. Slop, slop, beautiful slop. Beautiful slop with a cherry on top. You can think about gloves. You can think about snubs. You can think a long time about snubs and their gloves. You can think about Kitty O'Sullivan Cross in her big balloon swimming pool over her house. Think of black water. Think up a white sky. Think up a boat. Think of blogs blowing by. You can think about nights, and nights in none up. The birds are asleep, and the 3 moons are up. You can think about day, a day in the dake. The water is blue, and the birds are awake. Think and wonder, wonder and think. How much water can 55 elephants drink? You can wonder. How long is the tail of a zong? There are so many thinks that a thinker can think. Would you dare yank a tooth of the rinker think? And what would you do if you met a jaboo? Oh, the thinks you can think. Think of a Peter the postman, who crosses the ice once every day, and on Saturdays twice. Think. You can think anything that you wish. Think a race on a horse, on a ball with a fish. Think of a light. Think of a bright. Think of stars in the night. Think. Think a ship. Think up a long trip. Go visit the Vipper of Vip. And left. Think of left. And think about beft. Why is that beft? Always go to the left. And why is it so many things go to the right? You can think about that until Saturday night. Think left and think right and think low and think high. Oh, the things you can think up if you only try. I can read with eyes shut by Dr. Seuss. I can read in red. I can read in blue. I can read in pickle color too. I can read in bed and in purple and in brown. I can read in a circle and upside down. I can read with my left eye. I can read with my right. I can read Mississippi with my eyes shut tight. Mississippi, Indianapolis, and Hallelujah too. I can read them with my eyes shut. That is very hard to do. But it's bad for my hat and makes my eyebrows get red hot. So, reading with my eyes shut, I don't do an awful lot. And when I keep them open, I can read with much more speed. You have to be a speedy reader because there's so much to read. You can read about trees and bees and knees and knees on trees and bees on threes. You can read about anchors and all about ants. You can read about ankles and crocodile pants. You can read about hoses and how to smell roses and what you should do on owls or noses. Young cats, if you keep your eyes open enough, oh, the stuff you will learn, the most wonderful stuff. You'll learn about fish bones and wishbones. You'll learn about trombones too. You'll learn about Jake the pillow snake and all about Foo-Foo the snow. You can learn about ice. You can learn about mice. Mice on ice. And ice on mice. You can learn about the price of ice. Nice ice for sale. 10 cents a pail. You can learn about sad and glad and mad. There are so many things you can learn about, but you'll miss the best things if you keep your eyes shut. The more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you'll go. You might learn a way to earn a few dollars, or how to make donuts, or kangaroos' collars. You can learn to read music and play a headset. If you keep your eyes open, but not with them shut. If you read with your eyes shut, you're likely to find that the places where you're going is far, far behind. So, that's why I tell you to keep your eyes wide. Keep them wide open, at least on one side.